8.1. Now you see what I have written there? Intersection. That shouldn't say intersection. I'm going to change that right now, okay, Allie? You know what it should say? Intersecting. There you go. All right. Look at that. Done. Intersecting lines and angle measures. Hey folks, a plane is a flat surface that extends in all directions, like a tabletop. Imagine your desk just going on forever in every direction. It's a flat surface, but it goes on forever. Okay? In a plane, two lines that never meet are called parallel. They'll never intersect. This line is parallel to this one. Parallel lines are the same distance apart at all points. Okay? Any two lines in a plane are either parallel or intersecting. Okay? They either don't touch or they do touch in a plane. Now you'll see these two lines, they intersect. Okay? That's one, that's the other. And what they do is they form four angles. All right? And they name them 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? Now, angles 1 and 3 are vertical angles. Can you tell me, and we've talked about this before, can you give me another pair of vertical angles? Raise your hand if you can tell me, other than 1 and 3, what's another pair of vertical angles? I see one hand up, I see two hands. I see 3 people who've been in this class. Nice job. Where have the rest of you been? Another pair of vertical angles, Hannah?
Would it be like, what's it called?
Give me the numbers of another pair of vertical angles. What can I tell about vertical angles, Hannah?
Well, like vertical angles. Like,
1 and 3.
Yeah.
What can we tell about them? Vertical angles must
They're
be.
both the same degree.
They have the same measure, and they are.
And they're
They're across from each other. Thank you, Hannah. Nice. Bailey, can you give me another pair of angles different than 1 and 3 that are vertical across from each other? 4 and 2. Thank you so much. Those are also vertical angles. Vertical angles have the exact same size and measure. Okay? Now, it says in each pair, the two angles, the vertical angles, are congruent, which means that they have the same measure. This symbol, you can't see it really well. Let me draw it bigger. It's an equal sign with a little wavy thing on top. That equal sign with the wavy thing on top, you might want to write it down, means congruent. Okay? So, we've got a lot of things that we need to know from this section so far. We need to know what a plane is. We need to know what parallel means. We need to know what intersecting means. We need to know what vertical angles are. We need to know what the word congruent means. And we need to know the symbol for it, Aiden. Do we know all of that?
Yes.
I mean, we'll have to memorize it. We'll have to look at it again and again to keep it in our head, but we understand it. Okay? Now, vertical angles are congruent to each other. In the diagram above, angle 1 is congruent to angle 3, and angle 2 is congruent to angle 4. We just said that. Okay? Let's go down here to example number 1. Emily, you're going to help me out here. Emily, I don't know if I can. Let's see. There we go. All right, Emily. Now, example number 1 says, use the diagram below. Tell which lines appear parallel, okay, and identify all sets of vertical angles. I don't know if we can do this in 40 seconds. Can you tell me which lines, and they have names, these letters, which pair of lines look parallel?
N and M?
Yeah, N and M look parallel. And these two long lines together between that, that's a symbol for parallel. Okay? Now, can you give me a pair of vertical angles, Emily? Angle?
2 and 5?
No.
No.
Vertical angles.
1 and 3?
1 and 3 are, right, here and here. Angle 1 and angle 3. They're vertical. Can you give me another? I've only got 5 seconds. Okay, we'll finish up on the next video. Thanks, Vivian.